elected last night a convicted felon who still faces 44 federal charges and could still face a sentencing hearing on November 26th in the New York criminal case. NBC News reports the Justice Department may even move to wrap up Trump's 2 federal cases to fall in line with policy that a sitting president can't be prosecuted. You think? Former Deputy Assistant Attorney General for George W. Bush, Tom Dupree, New York City criminal defense attorney Michael Discioarro with us now to discuss. Tom, I'm going to start with you because that is the news on the federal cases that's just coming out. All right, so Jack Smith out of a job, and what happens? They end the prosecution, or they say in 4 years we may bring him back, bring it back up?
No, they have to drop the charges. I mean, this is the end of the line. I mean, what I think last night's voting results mean is that the outcome of all the Trump prosecutions is not going to be decided by a jury in a courtroom, but by voters at the ballot box. As far as the 2 federal criminal cases are concerned, if and when, or I shouldn't say if, when Trump comes into office at noon on January 20th, he will immediately direct his attorney general to fire Jack Smith, if Jack Smith is still serving as special counsel. As you noted, NBC is saying that it's possible Garland will terminate Smith before then, but under any of these scenarios, the one certainty is that as of January 20th, both of those federal criminal prosecutions come to an abrupt end with no possibility of restarting them.
Yeah, I'm sort of thinking about Jack Smith dusting off his resume. Look, there may be some law firms in D.C. or New York that would love to have him. Michael, there's an interesting thing here, right? Because the New York convictions are state charges. He can't pardon himself.
Correct.
Kathy Hochul could, has chosen not to, at least so far. She's the governor. Are we going to have the president-elect in the New York City courthouse for a sentencing hearing?
No. The first question is, does he show up on the 26th? And if he doesn't, what happens? Well,
Are they going to send the NYPD for him?
Judge Merchan issues a warrant, and then they knock on the White House door, and the Secret Service stops them because it's federal law. You can't touch the president. So there's motions to have the case dismissed on various grounds. Judge Merchan may do that. It may be delayed again. He's in the most unenviable position because there may be a motion made to federal court to move it because we're in an area that has never been done before, completely unprecedented. And the Southern District may get involved and just dismiss the case, but there's not a chance that Donald Trump spends a minute behind bars, or I'm convinced he's not going to show up. I just don't. I could see the defense writing a letter saying, listen, he's president-elect. He's a little busy. And at that point, Judge Merchan has to issue a warrant or let it go.
Yeah, you think about it, it's pretty remarkable, right? Just there's the political side, there's the legal side, but when they intersected was with the mugshot, right? And Donald Trump's campaign sold pictures with his mugshot, and the Democrats thought that this was going to be the end. I remember that night when it was taken in Georgia, and this was sort of this oh my God moment, and it is not materialized. It backfired. Letitia James, the New York Attorney General who ran on quote unquote getting Trump, held a press conference today. Take a listen.
I congratulate the President-elect Donald Trump. And if possible, we will work with his administration. But we will not compromise our values or our integrity or our principles. We did not expect this result, but we are prepared to respond to this result.
I've seen people with less emotion give eulogies and less sadness. Dupree, what does it mean, and I'll give you the last 30 seconds, we will respond to this result? That almost sounds like a threat.
Yeah, I think, Leland, the message, and she was forcing out every word of that statement. She did not like giving it, but I think what she wanted to make clear is that she doesn't intend to change course. She intends to hold the incoming Trump administration to account. She intends to pursue litigation against them. She intends to be a fighter and doing everything she can to halt Donald Trump. She was clear on that on her campaign, and I think she's sending the message to her base. None of that's going to change on her watch.
Look, and you still have the case, the civil fraud case brought by her office. Tom, Michael, this concludes your service to On Balance for the Trump criminal cases. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Good to see both of you. More legal issues ahead, though, certainly with the Trump administration.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below. to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.